We are live. Let them filter in here. Right around the corner, this week's edition of the Edgewater Race Report.
Nitro Chaos comes to Cleves, Ohio, in Edgewater Sports Park, Friday and Saturday, May 5th and 6th. Presented by Summit Racing Equipment. Header flames will fill the sky on Friday night with 2 rounds of Nitro qualifying under the lights. Saturday, final qualifying and elimination. Plus, heat gear slamming gassers, nitroscoping door slammers, and the crowd favorites, Blastro and Mayhem, Outlaw Minivan. Every ticket is a pit pass, and kids 10 and under are free. Get info at nitrochaos.com. May 5th and 6th, Edgewater Sports Park. Be there. Nitro Chaos comes to Cleves, Ohio, in Edgewater Sports Park, Friday and Saturday, May 5th and 6th. Presented by Summit Racing Equipment. Header flames will fill the sky on Friday night with 2 rounds of Nitro qualifying under the lights. Saturday, final qualifying and elimination. Plus, heat gear slamming gassers, nitroscoping door slammers, and the crowd favorites, Blastro and Mayhem, Outlaw Minivan. Every ticket is a pit pass, and kids 10 and under are free. Get info at nitrochaos.com. May 5th and 6th, Edgewater Sports Park. Be there. Nitro Chaos comes to Cleves, Ohio.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in here. This week's edition of the Edgewater Race Report. Of course, I am Ric Vickery, as always, joined by a very busy man, but always the head honcho in charge there at the track, Mr. Rob Winley. Rob, I got to say, listen to that intro there. Blastro and Mayhem. It sounds like a couple of my big-time wrestlers, man.
It's pretty cool. You should hear the ad that Seg Dennison did for some radio spots. It's really good, really good.
Cool. I know Seg. I have to track that down. I asked him to shoot me over a copy of that. But yeah, again,
big racing fan he is. So.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what's crazy about this, Rob? The time traveling to around the region here for pro wrestling, and people knowing my ties in with Edgewater, I have had countless individuals, not just in the tri-state, but beyond that, going in the 2 mile radius that are excited about this few-day event coming to Edgewater. That's what they want to talk to me about. They don't want to talk about the body slam, the mayhem going on in the ring. It's about Nitro Chaos is what they want to talk to me about, Rob.
We've never seen anything like this in the Midwest. It's going to be an incredible show, and I've been trying to use an example. It's like somebody took this puzzle and they cut it up into 1,000 pieces. I'm trying to plug it all in back together, and with having it rescheduled from last week to this week's caused a bunch of issues and stuff. So we've been trying to make that all come together. So it's going to be a great experience for everybody.
Well, we're going to deep dive into all that because there's so much information we need to get out there for all the fans. Long time, first time for the drivers that are coming down to their families. So much information we've got to dive into. But we want to kick things off. We want to kind of ride that good mojo from last Saturday into this weekend. What a day it was for racing last weekend.
Yes, the weather wasn't great this weekend, but we were able to get our tune and test in Friday. We did have about 20, 30 minutes of sprinkles, and then we had a drag for about a half hour. So there were a bunch of racers that stuck around, and they got rewarded by being able to hot lap it there for about 45 minutes after that till it finally got too cold Friday night. And then Saturday, they're calling for all this rain, and there were some periods of nice, beautiful sunshine. It was a little chilly, but ended up being a really good day. We had a great race in. A lot of bikes showed up.
Always good.
Dave Page and the boys, there was a race that they had scheduled that got canceled, so they came down to Edgewater and raced, and we welcomed it in, and it was a great time for everybody.
That's for what we were looking at, the forecast to have to cancel Nitro Chaos and thinking that the whole weekend was going to be a wash. To be able to get some runs in, to take care of those who always take care of us, man, there's nothing more rewarding than that.
Yeah, definitely. It's, everybody, you got up Saturday morning, you look outside, the sun's out, like, wait, they didn't call for this. So got a lot of people come into the race, and it was a good time, and had some great winners on Saturday night.
Hey, over in the chat, we've got a few dozen people joining us here. If you want to chime in, if you're excited about this weekend's Nitro Chaos, we're going to be going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. One of the biggest parties of the year, and obviously the race action on the track. Hey, chime in over in the chat. We'll come up with a good comment there. We'll throw you up on the board here, get you involved with the show. But let us know what you're looking forward to this weekend. Now, Rob, still back to last weekend. Did you guys get through the brackets and all that?
Yeah, we got everything done on Saturday. It worked out really well and had some really nice winners. It's nice to see people that aren't always, and that's the way the season's been so far. We have, the people you're used to seeing, predominantly in the up there in the money aren't, and we got some newcomers and some people that aren't normally in the money that are in. That's what makes bracket racing exciting. Very, very nice.
Do we have that list?
Yes, we got that list.
All right, I'll let you run down. We can acknowledge some of those first timers and those superstars on the rise. We'll call them.
All right. Well, we'll start off. Go ahead and start off with Super Pro. In the finals, we had Philip Kipp and Scott Tuttle. Philip Kipp had some issues. Scott Tuttle takes the win with a .009 on the tree, and it's beautiful to see him in the winner's circle. It was a great thing. We've got moving on down to pro, and you like to see this too. We had a bike win pro.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, bikes can run with our in our different classes. And Jeremy England, everybody knows how tough those two brothers are, and Homer's a great racer himself, Dad, and just really good on the bike, great on the tree, and there's an argument in the family that says Andrew's better on the tree than Jeremy, but who knows? It's a little brotherly thing. But Jeremy comes through with a big win in pro over Dan Stidham. Moving on to sportsman, Rob Nixon takes the win over Brad Johannes. And you move into juniors, we got a first-time winner. Avery Millish took the win in juniors. Yes.
Congratulations.
Took the win over last year's junior track champion, Tanner Martin. Tanner, little itchy on the tree on that trigger and turned it slightly red, and Avery got the win. It's really good to see her get the win. That first big win is awesome.
Big win for her. Hey, talk about how to pick up what bigger way to get your first win at first big championship than going over the top dog there.
Hey, beating Tanner Martin is no easy feat. So he's a great racer. He's got a great future in racing, and we look forward to seeing all these people in our juniors. And it's good to see these young kids develop. And like I've told you before, the camaraderie with your the kids, they'll get up there and they root for their friends, during the finals and everything.
They love it.
Oh, they love it. Yeah, it's awesome to see that. So we got to finish up in bikes. Like I said, we had a ton of bikes. I think we had 34 bikes. So it was a bunch. That's obviously that's the goal. I'm trying to build our brackets. I would love to see that many bikes running in our points race. So each year I want to get it bigger and bigger and bigger, and love to have 300-400 people in our points program. So it's great to see all those bikes in. A lot of guys, see them during the two NHDRO races and the like. So, and there were actually, Dave Page got it started. He had an extra couple $100 to the purse, and by the time the afternoon was over, we had money donated, and there was extra $900 went into the purse. And that got taken home by Mr. Jeremy Hines. 0.03 on the tree over Marty White. They're both out of Grove City. Marty had a 126 on the tree. Jeremy puts together a better package and takes the win in bikes.
Wow, hey, that's exciting to see. The bikes sitting there, really getting involved with it. Making it their day.
Yes.
And they're regularly involved with our tune and test portions of the week's festivities and all that. But yeah, we've been trying for a while to grow them during the points bracket series. And hopefully this is just another great jumping point for them going forward.
Definitely. We'd love to see it, and love all types of racing, and the more the merrier is the way I look at it.
So I always like the bike crew because they got their area there behind the tower, so I get to check that out. They got the grills, they got the music. Those guys know how to.
Everybody
they know how to throw down,
area, and so
they got the tailgate going on. You get the grill, that smell comes up to the tower, man, and you're just sitting there, your mouth is watering, and you're just trying to call those races and all that. Those guys know how to have some fun at the track. So it's great that they're turning out, and hopefully we just see more and more of that each and every weekend now. But Rob, as we said, man, we want to feed off of that tremendous energy that we had last week. You know, the forecast wasn't looking good. The gloom, the doom of we had to postpone, where we're going to have to just have a washout. Hey, but you know, where there is chicken, you make chicken salad. That's what would happen there. And we want to roll over that excitement, that energy, because it is here. The long-awaited, the hyped Nitro Chaos. It is happening this weekend. Fingers crossed. Mother Nature looks like she's going to be working with us. Forecast looks great. Along with us, Carlos Martin, really excited over this big event. He can't wait.
Carlos is a great fan of ours. Always down at the racetrack and enjoying himself and having a great time. And Carlos, I'm telling you, this is going to be the best race we have had at Edgewater ever. My opinion.
Carlos and a couple thousand people are going to be down there this weekend enjoying this thing, Rob.
Oh, there's going to be more than that. There's some of the races back when I was a kid were really cool too, but there's not been anything like this in the Midwest, for that matter, to have this many top fuel vehicles at a race, and then all the show we've got going along with it as well.
How do you want to do this, Rob? Do you just want to jump into kind of how big this thing is, all the attractions that are happening, or do you want to kind of go day by day and break this down a little bit for what we can expect? Because there's so much happening inside of these 3 days.
It's jam-packed. I've posted an itinerary for Friday and Saturday. We're going to try to stick to that as much as possible. Granted, you know, in real time, sometimes things happen. You have to adjust and go with the flow. But we're going to try to stick with those numbers, especially with our with the main show, the Nitro Chaos guys. We've got over 20 of those that are planning on coming in and racing, and it's a mixed bag. We've got dragsters, we've got funny cars, we've got altereds, and it's going to be great. They just run on Nitro, and if you haven't, if you haven't been near the starting line for a fuel car, you've never seen anything like it. There's nothing in the world like it.
Well, this is a great comment here. I think we can kind of lead into it, and we'll kind of talk about the different cars, what to expect here. But Dylan Levi says, we bought tickets for the VIP box online for Nitro Chaos. They can't wait. Let's talk about that. This Edgewater, the grounds are going to look a little different for this event. We've got some great new attractions. VIP boxes is here. The tickets have been purchased. We've got some registered camping there. You're going to have your regular food services, your great service from our concession crew. We've got food trucks that are going to be on the grounds. And, of course, it's been off to a slow start. We want it to be rocking all weekend long, and that's what we've introduced here, the First Round Lounge.
Yep, definitely. Talked about rock, and we're starting off Thursday for the pre-party for Nitro Chaos. And I've got Stagger Lee coming in. I've got Bobby Joe Mueller and Steve. I have a hard time pronouncing his last name. Ferros, his guitar player. They're going to come down and play
Soleros.
Yeah.
Soleros, yes.
Yeah. It's an F, but it sounds like an S. So.
Yeah. He had it spelled as an S under. That's where I was getting it from on the site. But Stagger Lee band. One of the areas great, and when you
one of the best out there.
The duo that comes together. As where I'm sitting recording right now, just down the street, one of my little favorite watering holes, Gano Tavern. They're regulars there. And they pack the house, they get it rocking. People are going to have a good time with them. And, of course, that's part of really the pre-party, which is Thursday with our special Thursday night edition, tune and test, slick tires only, correct?
Yes, Bobby Joe, we were talking yesterday about how much of a race fan he is, and he's excited to be able to come down and see Summit as well, because those guys are always working. Fridays and Saturdays, guys are always booked, and we lucked into them being off this Thursday, which they normally are not, and had them down. It's going to be a great way to kick things off.
Absolutely. So again, that's going to be part of the Thursday night special, slick tire only tune and test. Gates for that Friday are going to be at 5 p.m. We usually aim. Or for Thursday, I'm sorry.
Thursday gates are actually going to open at 4. We're going to get started a little bit early. We'll be staging. A lot of the fuel guys will be coming in. A lot of the faster cars, the show cars will be coming in. We're getting them all staged and ready to go. And it's going to be slick tire only tune and test. It's going to be, it's going to be top fuel prepped track. So can't have any street tires on there. Just no way to keep the traction that they need and run street tires at the same time. So.
Now with the 4 o'clock, with the early gate there Thursday for the special Thursday tune and test, what time can those coming down to make some passes or just to come check out the action and enjoy the music and just festivities? What time can they expect that track to be hot? Yeah,
we're going to get started around the same time, which is normally our normal 5:30 time, and we'll go to roughly our normal 10:30 time. So start with that, and then I'm going to have Stagger Lee. I'm going to have those guys start around 8:30 and play for a few hours for us.
Very, very nice. Now, I know you were looking at a couple locations. Are they going to be over at the first round? Or are you going to have them over by concession?
I'm hoping to have them at the first round lounge. Everything, there's so many things in progress and getting finished and trying to get wrapped up and have everything ready for this weekend. I'd like to have it ready and have going over there. So we got a full service bar there and great way to get the weekend started on Thursday.
Very nice. Now Rob, we usually run till about 10:30 or so. We make sure everybody has a chance to get a fair amount of runs in there, have a good time, really figure out what they got going on for the races that are coming up and all that. Now you said the music's going to start about 8:30. Will that first round lounge be staying open a little bit later that night? So guys like me, I get out of the tower, can I go over and have a beverage and enjoy the fun?
I'm sure the girls working. As long as people are staying there, we got a 2:30 license. So as long as everybody is.
As long as you
buying drinks
in that jar,
I'm sure they're going to want to stay open. So,
hey, that is great. So, hey, we can keep it rolling. As you said, we got that full license, new full service bar, the first round lounge. If you haven't been over there, this thing it is absolutely breathtaking. A tremendous environment. You sit back, relax. Different TVs. You can check out the different sporting events that are going on, and right outside of there, the viewing deck. Absolutely the best seat in the house right there. You're right there near the 8 Mile finish. It's incredible as they come by.
Yeah, it's a great it's very arguably the best spot at the track to watch the races from. It just is great vantage point, great view, good view of everything all around. It's awesome spot.
So, all that going on Thursday, we're going to transition that into Friday, get going is our day one of the Nitro Chaos. And to kind of accommodate everybody. Now, I know you've got some different gates and things like that people could come through.
Yeah, we've got on Friday, we've got the spectator gates open at 3 o'clock. At noon, we're open up the gates for racers so we can get everybody in and get them staged. We're going to keep the fuel cars together and keep the bikes together, the show cars together, the gassers together. Just try to have them all together and have all of our bracket racers all together, so they can enjoy the camaraderie of being there, and so everybody knows where everything's at and where everybody needs to be.
Okay, so and everything will be pretty detailed, so hopefully it'll be easy for people to figure out, where they need to be to try to get that flow of traffic and get, accommodate everybody, get them in so that they're not missing any of the action. In addition to that, on Friday and Saturday, we're bringing some special vendors. We've got some really good eats from some of the best food trucks in the area.
Yes, we've got your guy there, the
East Coast guy. Eats. Yeah, hey, I'll tell you right now, this is my guy. I'll put it out there. I'll make a guarantee. One of the best, most authentic. To get a more authentic Philly cheesesteak, you're gonna have to get a ticket or drive up to Philadelphia. He really takes a lot of pride in his craft and the product that he puts out. Like I said, authentic Philly cheesesteaks, chicken subs, street tacos, all sorts of deep fried deliciousness. Also, we're all gonna have their Big Dogs Pizza. I don't know if you've had these guys yet.
Chris,
wow,
Chris is awesome. His food is incredible. He's always upbeat, fun to be around, great person to deal with. Really like Chris a lot as well. We've got Kona Ice is going to be there. We've got pretty sure that I talked to her a while back, girl. She's got chocolate dip strawberries is coming. We've got a funnel cake guy on both sides of the racetrack. We also just purchased a food trailer and a food cart. We're going to have authentic Cubans. We're going to have quesadillas. And we're going to have I've been working on these burgers for a while. So you've eaten at Chandler's, right?
I'm kind of tied and related to the Chandler family.
There you go. They've got great. Well, we're getting our meat, our fresh ground hamburger from the same place, which is Bridgetown Finer Meats. Incredible meat shop. If you've never been there, you should go to them. They're incredible. Great people. It's not the exact blend as Chandler's. I always say, hey, it's the Edgewater blend, and it's even better, right? So we're going to have that. We're going to have a 1/3 pound burgers with that, and a 2/3 pound double as well. So going to be some great hamburgers on being made fresh and ready to go.
Now, even if their blend is better for the Edgewater burger, I won't be able to go publicly and say that because Gary from Chandler's, Gary Brock is the one responsible for giving me box seats when wrestling comes to town. So I always have the Chandler burger over everybody. But yeah, hey, you talk about quality there. Looking forward to that. Hey, you know me, Ultimate Foodie. Anybody follows me on social media, I'm sure when I'm making the rounds on the ground, doing social media hype for you this weekend, we're going to be getting plenty of food coverage, sharing that. And, it's just going to enhance the experience. And we want to, we're bringing everybody in. We want to give different flavors, no pun intended, for everyone there.
Yeah, definitely. And getting past food, too. We've got, obviously, First Run Lounge is going to be open with full service bar. We've got 3 beer trucks that are going up. Keith Sperling from the Motors Brewery is going to have his tent up there serving beer. So we're going to have all that fresh right there by the stands. We're going to have a big merch tent there by the stands, and got all kind of really cool merchandise coming in. Some stuff strictly for Nitro Chaos and some new original Edgewater gear as well. It's gonna be a great weekend and very exciting stuff. And I'm excited about everything's finally coming together.
Talk about the attractions and people getting in here. Tim Sides with a good question here. Will there be a parking map online or just tell us at the gate?
Yeah, we are getting that together. It probably won't have everything out officially probably till Wednesday night, but we're working on that. I got everything. I'm just trying to get a rough idea because I'm asking questions, trying to find out how many small tire guys and just fitting all those pieces in and where we're going to get everybody. So we got a rough map right now, and I'll be a lot closer to it by Wednesday night. We'll get that posted on it so everybody has it and knows where they're going.
As you said earlier, man, you're just putting this big old puzzle. And you're still trying to find those pieces that fit right now. Yeah,
just definitely. We got there's the big field we have out there that hasn't been used since 2003. We're going to use that for parking, get everybody in. We've got put up new fencing. We got gates, new gates coming in there from the fields on the spectator parking. Going to work on getting people in there as quickly as possible, make the fire department happy since our fire department is a quarter mile from the racetrack, and try not to have the traffic go up on the road.
Very, very nice. All right. Now we're talking Friday here. Rob, run down what we can expect. I know we got some time runs, things like that. Who's all going to be in action? What can we see Friday?
Let me we got the itinerary here, and we're going to try to get, try to follow that as closely as possible. Again, there'll be game time decisions that may affect it. But let me get this pulled up so we can run down our list.
Yeah, again, Rob's pulling that up. Just a reminder, it all gets going to pre-party Thursday night, special edition tune and test, slick tires only. We've got the duo from Represent the Stagger Lee Band. They're going to be hopefully over in the First Round Lounge, or if the crowd's a little too large, over by the concession. But they're going to be jamming out with to start about 8:30, well into the evening. As we said, we've got the First Round Lounge. We've got the license. We can run later into the evening. So after the action on the track concludes, the party still might be going for those that are camping out. Love hanging out with everybody as we get geared up Thursday night for the big Friday and Saturday. Of course, Friday and Saturday, Nitro Chaos. It is finally here. Long awaited, all the planning, the detail, the excitement, the energy, the big payoff is going to be here this Friday and Saturday. I will take a moment while Rob is pulling it up. Just to let everybody know.
Thank you for covering for me, Rick.
Just to let everybody know, with the excitement, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to give everybody a break. And that's, for the fans. the drivers, the crews, especially our crew at the track, because they're going to be so heavily involved, all hands on deck, the management, everybody involved that's bringing this thing together. We're going to give you a day off on Sunday at Edgewater.
Yeah.
So for a little relaxation.
I think it'll be so exciting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We just can't handle anymore, right?
Right. And you know, there was a great schedule there. Unfortunately, there are some other great benefits going on this Sunday that we don't want to interfere with. We don't want to take away the spotlight from them. So we could reschedule for this Sunday. So yes, we'll cover in the future episodes here of the Race Report what the plan is for what was scheduled on Sunday. But as of now, Sunday will be closed for us to go out and enjoy other things.
I'm going to push this out to everybody. It's a great cause. Logan Lawrence does a great job with it. There's a car show out in Lawrenceburg for ALS. I would definitely make sure you get out there on Sunday.
Hey, you're looking through this thing, Rob. Dave Deal, our great friend, Real Deal. So much stuff going on. The itinerary is in small print.
I know. I got it right here, though.
Well, I don't know. Is that just Dave and his age? Because it looked like it was size 14 font to me, man. Is he just got it? No, I
got my readers on, and I've got my phone going up negative. There's so much going on. But on Friday, gates open at noon for our racers, and our VIP gates open for that. The people that come in that are going to have the motorhome VIP spots, and as well as all the VIP tickets for starting line wall access, I should say that, to get real close and personal with these fuel cars. So they can come in then, and then regular spectator gates open at 3 p.m. And 5:30, we're going to kick things off with Scott Rods, the gassers. Then we're going to roll into the Outlaw 8th Mile Quick 8. And then at 6 o'clock, we're going to do some track prep, do small tire chip draw. Your girl's going to come sing the national anthem. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to have live national anthem this year. At 6:30, round 1 of small tire nitrous. 6:50, we're going to do Blastro and Mayhem, the Outlaw race fans.
I love that name.
And then they're cool. They're cool. I saw Mayhem up at Norwalk last year, and Blastro puts on one heck of a show. It's got the coolest tow vehicle you've ever seen. Hands down, coolest tow vehicle you've ever seen. And then we're kicking off qualifying round number 1 for Nitro Chaos at 7:15. And then we're just rotating through that schedule again, and hopefully be finished up around 11 o'clock and be able to get a little bit of rest before we kick it off, because Saturday is going to be a crazy long day.
Well, I was saying, let's jump into Saturday. That really is the marquee, the main event. Where we're going to see a few more time runs there, not just for the different classes there, but we're going to get into elimination.
Saturday night's going to be awesome. These guys are going to be trying qualifying with the Nitro Chaos. They've got an A and a B field, both 8-car fields. So everybody's going to, they're going to qualify for the big money and get in that, and they'll be all out on Friday night.
Then we got Mr. Kurth, bracket racing time run Friday. He's asking.
It is 10:15, roughly. And again, there'll be we may have game time decisions, and things will vary a little bit. So please, everybody, be considerate of that. But one thing for sure, we're going to we really want to stick to our Nitro Chaos program and be as close to it as possible.
Okay, Rob. So back to Saturday, we roll in. We're get the gates win. When can we start filing back in? If you haven't left the grounds, when can you get back in?
Bright and early, 9 a.m. Gates will be open, and then we're going to have time runs for our ET Point Series racers. All you have to do is be part of this year's points racers and be signed up before Friday. So you can come in Thursday night, sign up for it, or you come in Friday and sign up. We got a bunch of people already signed up, and you can run in that free race. Pays $1,500 to win in Super Pro. I've got multiple posts on our website and on Facebook that has the full breakdown on payouts with pro, sportsmen, juniors, and I'm getting ready to post what bikes are going to be as well. So everybody's involved.
We're taking care of everybody.
Yes.
Rolling on from there. What else do we have Saturday, Rob?
Everything.
All right. So once we get there, once we start rolling there, we're
11 o'clock
time runs. What can we look for official? I don't say official, but elimination style opening ceremonies and all that on Saturday. When do you need to absolutely be there by if you want to be to catch all this action as a spectator?
Well, 11 a.m. is when we're going to start racing. We'll get start off with our second round of our ET Series points members free race, and then we're going to do qualifying round 3 of the Outlaw 8th Mile at 11:45, and 12:30 do some track prep and small tire chip draw, because we're running a shootout for small tire nitrous only, so you're going to be nothing but candles on Friday night, and then a separate race for them Friday and a separate shootout on Saturday as well. Then we'll do National Anthem at 1 p.m. and roll into qualifying number 3 for Nitro Chaos at 1:20. 2:05, we roll to Nitro Small Tire round 1. Then we're going to start, as soon as that's finished, like 2:30, we're going to start with our point series free bracket race and roll into round number 1 there. 3:15 is when the Scott rods are going to come back out. AA gassers. This guy's always put a great show. Scott Lieber does a great job with that. 3:30, we're going to have Outlaw 8th Mile Quick 8 round 1. 3:50, we're going to do some track prep, and then at 4:20, we're going to roll into the Blastro and Mayhem. We're going to showdown again. And then round 1 of Nitro Chaos is at 4:45.
And then we'll just keep rolling until we declare some winners.
And we're gonna keep rolling until we've got winners, and hopefully we get done at a reasonable hour.
Absolutely, and it's going to be the chase for those winner circles. Excitement you do not want to miss. Again, this has been so many weeks, months in the planning. As Rob said, one of the arguably the biggest events ever at the track, but easily of the last decade or so. Going down this weekend, Nitro Chaos. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. It gets going Thursday with the pre-party tune and test, slick tire only, live music. And Friday and Saturday, we got special food vendors. We've got drink distributors, all of that going on, all the attractions on the track. You don't want to miss this.
Yes, I can't say enough about it. I've been waiting and waiting for this race, been working on this thing for the better part of 6 months. And if you've not been up close and personal with a Top Fuel vehicle, you need to come down and do this. It's just there's no show like it. And what's really nice about these guys is you come up and talk. You're not going to be fenced off. You don't have to pay $1 million to get it anywhere near them, to see them or anything else like that.
Every ticket is a pit pass.
Every ticket is a pit pass.
Roam the grounds, check out the vehicles. Hey, we want to encourage that too, and we'll get the information. We'll regularly share it here on social media just to remind everybody. We want to know and see your experience this weekend. Share it with us. Take videos, take photos, upload those to social media. Tag us at Edgewater. Tag us, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. We'll share all that stuff. We want to see this thing through your eyes as well, and let us know what you thought about it. This is something for all of us, and to enjoy it. And we hope this is something that just not inside the race community. We want to grow the bubble. We want this to be for the entire community.
Definitely. If you if you haven't already liked and followed us, make sure you do that. Our numbers are growing. We're almost at 42,000 followers now and growing. So just trying to put out as good a product as we can, have these cool, exciting events, and have everybody enjoy themselves and experience drag racing at its best.
Well, Rob, here we had a lot to cover. We were strong, a few dozen strong live. We're going to get plenty more watch back. So much information that we covered here. But it's about that time, man. It's about time to put up. Shut up and put up, and just go out there and put on one of the most incredible, just not in racing, but events that the Midwest has seen in a very, very long time. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it happens. Gets going this Thursday. Going to be Friday and Saturday. Nitro Chaos, Edgewater Sports Park. to keep up with everything that we ran down here, all of the updates, as Rob's regularly saying there, the easiest place to do that. You can interact there. Please like and share the content. Tag your friends, tag your family, let them know where they need to be. But of course, that all starts Facebook.com/Edgewater Race.
Yeah, there's people out there that know what I'm talking about. The feeling you have with Top Fuel cars is it overwhelms every sense that you have, and it just makes you want to scream. It gives me chill, makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
We can talk about it all day, but you need to be there.
Yes, it's something you got to see in person, and if you've had that experience and you know what I'm talking about, tell your friends, have them come down and enjoy. It's gonna be. There's nothing like it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I say. There's nothing.
I don't think there's any more you can say, Rob. I think that's a perfect way to close this week's episode.
Yes.
So in doing so, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. As I said, we were a couple dozen strong the entire episode here. Please, when this thing goes live, YouTube, Facebook, please share. Help us spread the word again. We want to see your experiences this weekend. People that maybe never been to the track. They've heard of this Edgewater place. Like I said, this is something you got to experience live. Bring them down here, guaranteed to have a great time. Even don't know what's going on, we got something for you, and you're going to be wowed. You're going to be blown away. Again, it's Nitro Chaos at Edgewater.
And I real quick, I just had a big surprise. I had Cliff Bax call me, and he's coming in. He's got a nitro injected dragster. And just like Megan Myers, he's got to come down and join us. He's the bull from Manitoba, out of the Great White North up in Canada. And,
somebody might get the horns.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's just like Megan. He's good. It's going to be some great racing. And I know Dave Hill when I posted that yesterday, Dave Hill from Mad Max, awesome, funny car, local guys, and they're like, hey, just another car for us to outrun. So I love it. I love the spirit. There's been call outs already. I'm psyched.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to let you go. For Rob Wiley, I am Ric Vickery. Now, Rob, are you ready here? Because
I'm ready.
We want to see everybody at the track. All right. Thank you, Rob. Thanks, everybody. We hit the end button here, and we will sign off.